Hello, beautiful souls, and welcome back to all my Aquariuses out there. If you are an Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, or North Node, this is your tarot reading for the upcoming month of October. And in case any of you are interested, I will be using the Every Little Thing You Do is Magic tarot deck. I know that's right, especially for you Aquarius. So let's see what the cards have in store for October. Just to pause shuffling. First card that just popped out is the Star, which is an Aquarius card. Thank you very much. Let's see what else comes in store for October. Aquarius. So, like I said, we had the Star Fallout, which is one of the most positive, beneficial cards in the entire tarot. Ten of Cups, one of the most positive, beneficial cards in the tarot. The Fool denotes new beginnings, positive energies moving forward. And on the bottom of the deck, Ace of Cups, under the Ace of Cups, the Ace of Wands, under the Ace of Wands, the Six of Wands, celebration. I have chills. I don't know what you guys have been getting into Aquarius. I gotta rewatch that last September reading. But holy moly, things are coming to fruition for you guys in a major, major, beneficial, positive way. Major, beneficial, positive way. I wish I remembered the reading from September, but I think yours was one of the ones that I said, holy moly, you're clearing everything out so you can emerge anew in the month of October. And this is exactly, I have chills. This is exactly what that spread kind of illustrates here. Oh my God. Oh my God. So let's get into it. Let's talk about it. Let's start with the Fool. I love the way these even just like lined up as I pulled them out. This is beautiful. Start with the Fool. So, like I said, the Fool denotes new beginnings. It's about being very driven and encouraging on your new path and mixing that with the 10 of Cups. It's like you're starting anew, but it's almost like this new beginning isn't necessarily something that's new in your external environment. And the 10 of cups denotes that. It's more of a shift in your mindset, the turning of the dial of your perspective so you can start anew as you are. So you're still in the same environments, but you are moving forward with a brand new perspective. So it's almost like I'm being called to use this example. It's like when you take psychedelics and you're in your living room, right? Everything is the same, but it looks slightly different. Like you're looking at your coffee table and it's obviously the same coffee table you've had since however long you've had it, but it's like you're seeing it at a new angle. You're seeing it shifted ever so slightly. It's that shift in perception. That's what I'm getting with this. So, where in the past, maybe you had difficulties in your house, whether that's with a partner or your siblings or your parents or roommates or whatever it may be, there may have been some sort of strain domestically, but because you had this shift in mindset, this shift in perspective, this ability to see anew, all of those issues that you may have experienced before are null. They're gone. They're void. Now it's the 10 of cups, which is again just harmony in specifically in the household, but also with the people that are closest to you. And again, that could be emotionally or it could just be physically. The people you love the most, no matter how far away you guys are from each other, or the people that are in your immediate vicinity. Um, but either way, it's harmony. It's coming together. It's a sense of community and celebration and a sense of belonging. Which, Aquarius, I know you guys do struggle to fit in and feel like you actually belong in greater society. So this is an energy that's saying, like, no, you can appear, you can show up as your authentic. I have chills. Show up as your completely authentic self. And not only show up, but be cradled in that, be celebrated in your authenticity, be loved in your authenticity, and be seen in your authenticity and your genius. Because Aquarius, you guys are innovative, you are futuristic, you're forward moving, you are the trendsetters, you are the ones that when you are fully tapped into yourselves, you could guide all of society without even being like an appointed leader. It's you always lead by example and you don't even want to lead. You don't even want to lead. You actually would rather people would just leave you alone. But the way you do things, the creativity that is behind what drives you, that's what makes you guys leaders. And again, it's not like I am the leader. It's I'm just going to do me. And if you like what you see, cool. by all means. You don't want to be copied, but like I said, you guys have a way that's so forward. It's so progressive that people can't help but see that and want to mimic it in their own way. The good ones will mimic it in their own way. And of course, the ones that just want to like become you, you don't even need to pay them any mind. You don't need to give them any energy. Just honestly take it as flattery and move on to the next trend, or not even the next trend, move on to creating the next trend, because that's how you guys are, Aquarius. So I love that the star popped out very first card to pop out for you guys. A, it's an Aquarius card. It represents Aquarius in the tarot. And B, this just denotes that. It's telling you that as long as you are fully in your authentic power, straighten your spine up and walk forward with confidence in knowing that as long as I am who I say I am, as long as I feel inside what I project outwardly, as long as everything is working together within me, I have the energy, I have the capacity, I have everything I need to help drive progress in this world. And the great thing is, I don't even have to do anything about it. I can just live my life and be me. And I'm helping influence culture just by being myself and going after the things I think are cool and fun and that interest me. Like, period. Drop the mic. That's it. And this is really this new beginning, this shift in perspective, this feeling of being able to move forward is because you were finally able to step into that full authenticity. I mean, it's possible you in the past were holding on to projections from others. Like I said earlier, Aquarius, you guys are used to kind of being ostracized and outcasted. And even if you have a group of friends, you prefer to be kind of on the outside. You're not really in the middle. You're never in the drama. You're just kind of like, it's not that you're just there because you do have that unique perspective to give, but you're not really, you don't like to be in the inner circle. So whether by choice or by force, you tend to yourself on the outside of that. And sometimes, especially if it's not by choice that you're on the outside of that, you can internalize those feelings of like, oh, I don't belong. Like where on earth is meant for me? Maybe I'm not meant to be on this earth. That's where Aquarius gets the alien. I almost said subgenre. What's that word? Stereotype. There we go. That's why you guys sometimes get that stereotype of like being out of this world because, again, by choice or especially in childhood, oftentimes by force, you are ostracized. And so it's hard not to internalize that as a human being. It's hard not to take that personally when you are shunted to the side and maybe ignored or pushed out or whatever it is. Rejection does a lot on us. And Aquarius, you guys do a great job at hiding that and almost embracing it. That from an external perspective, until you healed that wound of rejection, you wear it on your sleeve with pride or what looks like pride from the outside. But again, being human is being affected deeply by those feelings. But this is showing me that maybe you had gotten over the majority of it previously, but there were still lingering feelings. There were still lingering feelings of what needed to be healed, but you were finally past that. You're over that hump. And I just made that face because I think this aligns really well. 9:09 on the clock, 9:11 on the clock. I think this aligns really well to Pluto transiting back into Capricorn for the final time. It will be back in Capricorn all through October. And it's almost like it's pushing itself back into Capricorn, almost so you can get a grip on your own like ability to lead, your ability to be in that cardinal energy just a bit longer before Pluto moves into Aquarius in November. And this is like the very beginning for you. So you're tying up all loose ends, and I think that's part of what Pluto going back into Capricorn is representing for you guys. It's shining a light on what those lingering things that need to be healed so you can let go of them and really start on this new beginning. Really start on what is next for you, and what's next is harmony, it's celebration. It's goodness. It's everything you need to succeed in this world. And all you need to do is be yourself. What a blessing. What a blessing it is that I can just do what I want to do and I am promoting goodness and love and harmony and togetherness and celebration in the world. What a blessing. So let's go to the aces. Ace of Wands and Ace of Cups. Along again with the Fool. New beginnings all around here, but Ace of Wands and Ace of Cups. So I mentioned earlier that you may not like your environment might still be the same, but Ace of Wands kind of says a little bit differently. So I think maybe at the beginning of the month, your domestic life and you'll start to see that progress and togetherness and harmony in your domestic life. But Ace of Wands also says, this could be the beginning of a change in environment. This could be something that it's time for you to set off on an adventure. It could be something that I'm setting off on a new adventure so I can learn more about my emotional state and connect more to my intuition and let the unseen guide me, essentially, which is what the cups represents. But and I love in this deck too. Let me try to get the glare off. You can see it's like one single. It's actually a nest. It's a little like a nest in a flower in a big field, and it's kind of saying that it's time to set off anew. So once you start to feel those sense like, and maybe that sense of harmony where you are, like exactly in your present moment in your domestic life, once you feel that sense of harmony, use that as a trigger almost to say, okay, so like this is good here, so dot dot dot. Where else can I go? How else can I spread this love? How else can I spread my authenticity so it can be utilized to its greatest advantage for myself and the people around me? And that's what that Wands energy is. It's a new beginning. It's setting off on a new adventure to, and if you think about it in terms of the timeline of the entire tarot, Ace of Wands is the first card in the tarot. I mean, depending, some tarots they do the major arcana first, some they do the minor first. So in the decks where the minor arcana is first, the Ace of Wands is the start of the entire journey of the tarot. It's a curiosity that says, I want to go out. It actually has a similar vibration to the Fool because the Fool is the very start of the major arcana. And it's just this overwhelming curiosity that's driving you forward, that's making you want to continue along your path, that's making you want to push through and start anew. And it is that curiosity itself, that sense of adventure, that sense of wanting to know more that is driving you. And again, it is such a loving and fun and joyful energy. It's an innocence. It's simple, heart-led curiosity that wants you to take this new step. And again, when paired with the Ace of Cups, it's heart-led and it's a step that will help you increase your own wisdom of your inner mechanisms, of how your heart works, of how you move through the world, of how you interact with others, of how you interact with, again, the unseen forces, the spiritual side of life. If you believe in higher powers, how you interact with them and how you obtain messages from them and let those messages guide you on this new beginning. So, not only in your immediate environment will you find peace, harmony, togetherness, all of that, it's also encouraging you to set out on this new journey. Again, fully authentic, letting your freak flag fly, however that looks, and allowing that sense of curiosity for the unknown. Curiosity for the unknown's got you. And again, just mentioning the Six of Wands one more time, this is a celebration. So, this is being celebrated by your community, being lifted up by your community, being involved, being present. And that's the key is the presence because if you're being, let's take a parade for example, there's a parade to celebrate the sports team that won their championship, and every single person in the town shows up, every person's there and they're all celebrating, but you recognize, let's say, the quarterback, the most important player, whatever, he's physically there but he's not mentally there, he's not mentally present. Maybe there's something else going on in his life that is neither here nor there, but he can't receive the benefits of that celebration because he is not allowing himself to be present and actually receive. And I know that sounds a little redundant there, but that's going to be the key here. It's being able to stay fully present in the moment that you're in and learning how to receive. Learning how to receive. I felt that in my heart and in my full body. That's an important message for you in October, Aquarius. You need to use this month to learn how to receive. To learn how to receive without thinking there's ulterior motive. To learn how to receive without feeling the need to give in response. October will be a month that you need to learn how to receive. Whether it's compliments, whether it is just celebration. Just people celebrating you for stepping into yourself, or celebrating you for this change in perspective, or celebrating you for stepping out into this new venture. You need to learn how to receive without anything else. You don't need to give in order to receive. Your birthright is to receive. Your birthright is abundance, as is every human beings. But in the society we live, we forget that. We are forced to forget that. We're conditioned to forget that. Your birthright is abundance. Your birthright is to receive. So that's going to be a big lesson for you as you're stepping into this authenticity. Maybe you are a giver. Maybe you are somebody that, and Aquarius, you usually are. You are very humanity focused. You are somebody that likes to give back as much as you can. But October is your time to receive. It's time to learn the lesson of how to receive. And I'm only being so in your face about this because I'm being told to. I'm being channeled to. I have chills. I don't know if you can see them. Chills all over my body. You need to learn how to receive. Period. Period. How wonderful that you get everything you want and all you have to do is be your authentic self and learn how to actually accept those things that you want. What a blessing. What a blessing. And that goes into that. That goes into that being able to receive. It's being grateful, showing gratitude to the person you're receiving from, or to the universe, or to yourself, or to yourself, just for the act of being able to receive. Oh, one of those flipped over. What was that? The Apprentice of Cups, aka the Page of Cups. Look at that little lamb. And that taps into again that the Page of Cups is a messenger as I'm talking about being able to receive from other people and from the universe. The Page of Cups is a messenger. That was literally that card just flipped over as emphasis for what I just said. You need to learn how to receive. You need to learn how to receive. All right, that one fell over. Let me grab that. Oh goodness. Oh my god, Aquarius. Ah! Like, I feel giddy looking at these cards. Like there's an energy that's like in like a giddy, excited energy. And I'm gonna tell you why. So the King of Swords, first of all, the King of Swords, Death is on the bottom of the deck. Six of Cups is under Death. And then the Tower fell out. And the Tower is why I feel so giddy right now. And before you're like, oh no, Death and the Tower at the same time, doom and gloom. No, no, that with this spread, that is not the energy behind this. With this spread, holy moly, there is massive, massive transformation coming. And it's almost as if you shifting the dial of your perspective with that full energy, embracing the celebration and the togetherness of the 10 of Cups and the 6 of Wands, you stepping into your full authenticity and you making the choice to go onto this new venture and accept the divine messages that come through. That's when this tower moment's going to happen. It's after everything falls into place that everything, the rug's going to be pulled out from under you. And things are going to shift massively, which will lead to a massive, massive, massive transformation. When these two come out together, holy moly, life will not look the same after. But when they come out together, it's a potent energy that's bringing you towards your ultimate alignment, especially with the King of Swords that came out. And the King of Swords, I think, also is a partial representation of Aquarius in the tarot. Whew! Like, oh my god, the energy! And I'm not even going to edit this out because I need you guys to see. Like, there's movement. There's, oh my God, I have insane chills. There's movement. There's movement. There's movement coming for you guys. And what will trigger that is you being able to A, accept yourself in your full authenticity, B, love yourself in your full authenticity, C, learn how to receive, without feeling guilt about it, and D, make the choice to start anew. Because this Ace of Wands, once you decide, you know what, it's time for a change in environment, let's set off on this adventure, that adventure is what's going to trigger that tower moment. And again, I don't want you to avoid going out because you're afraid of this tower moment. This is nothing. Nothing to fear. Nothing to fear with these two. Your life is going to drastically change for the better. And Aquarius, you guys are fixed sign. You like your own comfort in your own way. You like routine. You like stability despite what you want people to think. But let this happen. By God, let this happen. Let this happen because your life will look drastically different once this tower moment passes. You will be an evolved version of yourself once this tower moment and this death transformation comes through, and life will be better than you could ever anticipate. It might be a little messy, picking up the blocks. It's like when the Jenga tower falls and you have to rebuild it. That's exactly what that is. And maybe you're going to rebuild it with a cool new design this time. You thought it was too easy the first time, so you're like, all right, let's rebuild this in a way that's a little bit challenging so I can stay stimulated, which is what the King of Swords energy wants. He also represents an isolation too, so maybe when you're setting out on this new venture, you know you're going to have to do it alone. And so that's just something to keep in mind. This is an adventure that you can take anybody with you, and I think that's because of the massive transformation waiting for you. So yeah, when it's time to rebuild, make it more challenging. Make it more fun. See what you're capable of. That's it. This is an invitation to see what you are capable of, which Aquarius is way more than I think you guys even know. And you already think highly of yourselves. So go beyond that. Think bigger, better, more intelligent, more connected, more trend setting. Like whatever you want it to be. Massive, massive energies coming your way. And all it starts with is that pure authenticity. Again, step into your authentic self, learn how to receive, let yourself be celebrated, and step out into this new venture knowing change is happening and going towards it anyway. And that is October for you guys. That is October. And of course, this was a general reading, so maybe not everything resonates. If that is the case, I highly recommend you go to my website, linked in my bio. You can book a tarot reading, astrology reading, or human design chart with me directly there. You can also email me if you have any specific questions or want a bundle or want to work on payment plans. Everything is available to you guys. I also have my Patreon links below. I always talk about spiritual topics, things that can help you obtain more accountability in your life and just more self awareness. So, if you are interested in that, also recommend checking that out below. And of course, if this reading did resonate at all, if you liked it, if you liked the energy that was moving through me, leave me a like, leave me a comment. I would love to hear about your month, either September or October moving forward. And of course, follow me on my channel because there's always more to come. Aquarius, I'm so excited. I'm so excited to see where this leads you. It's like a diabolical thing, but with love. It's like a loving diabolical because it's massive. It's massive. Whatever is coming, it's massive. And I can't wait to see what you do with it. Until next time.